she's 9 years old and she's missing an eye. So she will probably maybe lose her other eye to cancer. And if she does, we're teaching her voice commands so that she'll be able to still live and have a good life if we teach her voice commands. So that's Venus right there with one eye. And she has one white sock. And the other ones are brown or black. Brown.
Wait, what are their names?
So their names, the one with the blue collar is Storm. The other one is Shadow. And the little one that we couldn't get a halter on because he's still a little wild is Nomad. Nomad. I don't work for the BLM. The reason they're important, you'll find out later, is because they protect our wild horses. So this is all about protecting our wild horses, respecting them, horses, and it's turned into respect for all animals. And you'll see that here. My name is Dwayne Whitmer. I grew up here. I went overseas for about 10 years. Came back and the barn's fallen down and everything's overgrown. And I said, we're going to rebuild it and we're going to save horses. And that's what we're doing. We also want to thank the United Way because without them, we wouldn't be able to put this on. They help fund all of this. So we want to thank them as well. I want to say that we're an advocate for animals, an advocate for all life. We treat all animals with respect, and we want to, that's what the main thing we want to impart to you young people is a respect for all life and respect for animals, how we treat animals. We treat animals the way we would like to be treated ourselves. Does that make sense? Yeah. So we started this, like I said, to take in wild horses that needed a home. Horses that people get tired of the horses or they can't handle them, and they go off and bad things happen to them. We wanted to give them a home. Since we've started this, we have 28 horses now, 10 donkeys. We have 4 horses with broken legs or fractured legs that we take care of. We have a horse with one eye. We just got in, and I'm really excited about this, and you'll meet them. There's 3 yearlings, Mustangs, that the BLM just rounded up not too long ago. They're freshly branded. They all have crooked legs. So they've all got some kind of disabilities, and they wanted them to go somewhere where they'd be taken care of and where they could all stay together. And I'm really excited that they chose us to take care of these guys. It just really touched my heart. So we picked those up last Sunday. So they're here. I'm putting together a team of young people who want to volunteer to help take care of them, to teach them to lead, to guide them. They can never be ridden. I think Heather's going to be part of that team, and probably Casey's going to be part of that team. We've also got Ella. She's a little, not even a year old yet. She's out over here. Her mother was hit by a truck in Bylas. Lynn actually got the call from a member of the Bylas Tribal Council. Said there's a horse that's been hit by a car, has a broken leg, a missing part of its hoof, infection in the side. We don't know what to do. People just want to shoot her, and she has a baby. It took us 3 trips to Bylas to get her, and we finally got her, and she's here. We've got the infections gone. She still walks with a limp. She's missing part of her hoofs. We give her supplements, and she's rebuilding that hoof. And she's got her baby. So I said, we're not going to split them up. We're gonna take care of them. She's here. They also called about a pig that's being attacked by dogs. Boris out there. We went to Bylas and we picked Boris up, and he's got all mangled ears. We've got several pigs that have been attacked by dogs. So it's kind of rolled into all animals. We take care of all animals. So that's what it's all about. We're a 501c3 nonprofit. Those 2 stacks of hay right there cost $2,500. right now. So, I mean, it takes a lot to run this. We appreciate what the United Way does for us. We also rely on donations. So anything, Soraya's selling a few things for donations, sodas for $1, chips for $1, and all that goes to buy hay. I also teach concealed weapons and personal defense classes. I don't know what that was from, and all that goes to for buying hay to feed all these guys. We got to take care of them. Those 4 horses over there, the one with the 1 eye and the 3 yearlings, that's a 30-year commitment that we take on with those. Probably beyond my life. CEO Raven, wherever she is, she'll be taking that on when I'm gone. Okay, so that's kind of our long-range plan here. We've expanded what we do. We have kids that come out that have depression issues. We have people that come out that have PTSD issues, and just spend time with the horses. Studies have shown that just 3 minutes of petting an animal, just intense petting an animal, releases oxytocin, into your body. It makes you feel good, and it does. It works, especially horses. Horses are especially attuned to our senses. Horse haven. How many of you little kids can tell me what haven means?
A safe place.
A safe place. A safe place or a sanctuary. Okay, so we're a sanctuary and we're a rescue. Other things, some of our projects we're going to do is the barn project. So I came back, been gone for 10 years, barn's falling down, we got to rebuild the barn. This is going to be our classroom. When it's raining out here or storming, we still got to have class. This is going to be our classroom in the barn. Wheelchair paths. We have a little girl that comes out in a wheelchair every week. Allison brings her out. We get her around, but we need wheelchair paths, I've decided. So we're going to make hard-packed wheelchair paths. So if anybody wants to volunteer to help us when we get that project going, awesome. We need help with that because we want wheelchair. We want everybody to be accessible out here to connect with the animals.
So Dwayne, when you have projects like that, how do volunteers know when and where to go?
You guys will all be put on my mailing list, provided. In 2012, we're still in the United States, we're coming along on laws for animal welfare. The Animal Welfare Act was passed in 1966. In 2012, a group of scientists came together and came up with the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness, which basically says animals are sentient beings. They can all feel. What does sentient mean? Set free? How about they have feelings? Animals have feelings, and you'll see that. I see that every day. Some of these animals, they have their best friends. They have ones that they just tolerate. But they have feelings. They get happy, they get sad, they get glad. And I'm going to go around with the older group and we're going to talk about animal feelings a lot more. The other ones, one of the things that we do when kids come out is we'll hug Sidewinder over there. We'll hug him and we'll put our head up to him so that we can feel his heart and feel him breathing, and he can feel your heart from 4 feet away. So they do have heart. We try to give these animals their choice. We believe that they have a choice in what they want to do. It's like Sidewinder Odin over here. We call him Sidewinder Odin. He was gifted to me from the Black Hills Wild Horse Sanctuary, and they brought him down for me as a therapy horse. One of his sons right now is they're making a documentary out of him because he's such an incredible therapy horse. There's been numerous articles written about him. He's going to be in this book by Jeannie Joseph, featured in the book. He's an incredible therapy horse. But if he doesn't want to work that day, and yes, it's their job, they eat, so they have to work. If he's not feeling too well, he'll let us know. He let Lynn know the other day he wasn't feeling it, and we'll swap him out with another horse because we've got many others that we can pick from that can work with kids or be petted and whatnot. he'll let us know if he's not feeling it. But he's usually feeling it. Same thing with Charlotte, the reading donkey. If she's not feeling it, we switch to another one. We try to give them their choice. We don't use force on any of them. Has anyone seen My Octopus Teacher? It's on Netflix. Seen My Octopus Teacher? Yeah, I cried when I watched that. All of you go home and watch My Octopus Teacher. Okay? And you will see that even octopuses have hearts and feelings. Okay? It just shows, the show shows what we're trying to, a little bit about Mustangs. What's a Mustang?
A type of horse? A wild horse.
A wild horse. Remind me of something later. A wild horse. So the word Mustang comes from Mustang, the Spanish word which means something wild. Okay, so most of these horses are wild Mustangs. Most of them come here because people adopt them and then they can't handle them. They don't know how to train them, so they call me and they say, we have this wild Mustang, we don't know what to do with. I'll bring him down, we'll take care of him. Even if it's just turning them out so they can run up in the hills, we take care of them. Are symbols of the American West. Prior, in the 1950s, people used to hunt the Mustangs and kill them for dog food. Really, really sad. Okay. In 1971, Congress passed a law. President Nixon signed it, called the Wild Horses, Free Roaming Wild Horses and Burros Act, which protected them and said that these horses and burros are a symbol of the American West. They're a symbol of America. So they protect them. That's what the BLM does. They have to manage that.